Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to have a look at a new 124 scale 4-wheel drive and 4-wheel steer rock crawler from UDIRC. As you can see, it's called the Snow Leopard, and there is the model number there, the UCX2405, and I believe this is the Pro version. And this Pro model has the FOC brushless sensor system or field oriented control. You can get this model in two different colors, the black or the bright yellow. I have the black one like on the box here. As you can see on this side, they're talking about the FOC Outrunner brushless system, and there's a little Outrunner motor there. It's a little tiny 1212 size Outrunner, 3500 kV. Now, as you can see here on the back of the box, it's showing that it's got a full metal gearbox, as well as they claim it's got metal diffs and shafts. Okay, we've got a roll cage there, and they do claim that it's got oil-filled shocks, but I don't think they're oil-filled at all. From having a quick look at this truck already, yeah, they look like friction shocks to me. It's a little bit bouncy. They don't feel like they got oil in them. As you can see, ready to run model. 3-speed mechanical transmission now. It's actually a 2-speed gearbox. It does have a neutral in the center, so they're claiming 3 speeds. It's not 3-speed because neutral isn't a speed. And once again, they're mentioning oil-filled shocks, which it does not have. Ball bearings throughout. And on this side of the box, they're showing you that it's got 2 steering servos, one on the rear and one on the front. There's a picture of the all-in-one ESC board. I believe that's a 30 amp ESC. It does run on a little 2S LiPo. And yeah, just down here, you can see it's got 4 different types of steering modes. You've got the standard, front wheel steering, then you got crab walk, rear wheel steer, and yeah, all-wheel steer, front and rear, for very tight turning circles. So anyway, guys, let's get out of the box. I'll show you exactly what we get quickly, and then we'll see how it performs on different surfaces. Okay, guys, so we've got our standard charger in this bag, as well as a wheel wrench, and it looks like some preload tensioners just here. See these C-clips, preload tensioners for the shockies. All right. And in this bag, we've got all our documentation. So there's quite a bit of pamphlets there. I can see probably for the transmitter and obviously the car itself. There are some decals. I'm not going to put the decals on the actual crawler, but that's what they look like. Okay, there's the yellow one, that's a black one. So you can add them on if you want to, but for this review, I'm not going to bother putting them on. And we've actually got some decent screwdrivers here, which is pretty cool. They're hex sizes, 2 different hex sizes. So yeah, you get quite a bit here as far as accessories. Okay, so here is the standard UDIRC transmitter. I've actually used this type of transmitter before on some of the other UDIRC models. Pretty standard size. I mean, it's not overly too big or small. We've got our 3 speeds for the transmission to change between neutral in the center, high speed, and then on the left hand side, if we switch that over, that is the low speed for crawling. We also have the standard, trimmers and dual rates there for steering and throttle. We've got the mode button in the middle there. That's to change all the different steering modes, and the on and off switch on the bottom. We also got the throttle reverse and steering reverse, which you shouldn't have to touch out of the box. And this big button here on the back, that's to change the lights on the crawler on or off. So yeah, not a bad little transmitter. Takes AAA batteries, not AA's. Now here is the Snow Leopard crawler, and as you can see, it's a 124 scale, and like I mentioned before, it doesn't seem to have any oil in these shocks. They are just springs, as you can see here. There's no resistance. I can't feel any oil in there. We've got the front servo there, like a panhard rod on the front, and on the back there's a rear servo. And the way it's pretty symmetrical here on the chassis, the front and the rear are identical. So you could probably even unbolt this cage and swap it around. It's identical both sides. We've got some nice soft tires here and pretty decent looking wheels. As you can see here, we've also got the roll cage. We've got a couple of drivers in there, and this does have a set of lights. So we've got lights on the front there, and on the rear, just up the top here, some red ones. Now underneath this little rear hood section, that's where you'll find the 350 milliamp hour 2-cell battery. Now I believe it states on the specs that this battery will last up to about half an hour of runtime, so that's quite a bit of driving time. So anyway guys, that's pretty much it. I just want to get it out now and we'll see how it performs. Alright, now we're going to take the little snow leopard crawler here on some different surfaces. First off, I'm going to try to tackle this pretty steep rock wall here, as you can see, especially in comparison to the size and scale of this crawler. Now of course you can put those decals on, you get a couple of sheets in the box. You just have to take all the protective coating off, but I'm just going to leave it to standard black. It's actually got, I don't know if it's coming up on camera, it's actually got a metallic flake to it. I actually like it plain and simple like this. And of course we've got the LED lights on the headlights on the front and some LED red ones on the rear there. Okay, so let's put it down. We're going to tackle this rock wall. As you can see, I've just got it in the standard steering mode and we're in speed mode 1. Okay, so just a standard crawling mode. See how this brushless censored system does with the field orientated control. Nice, check this out. If I go down here, you can see this is pretty steep. Especially for the scale that this little crawler is. Getting up there no problem. I'm just holding the trigger in the same position, probably about 1/8 of the throttle. And the FOC is taking control. Now I've hit a patch of sand here. And it's starting to slip. Pretty good drag brake. Bring it up and we'll turn around. Just sliding on that sand there. Alright, I've actually let go of the throttle and it's going down on its own now. Very cool, no throttle at all. It's all drag brake and the FOC brushless system. No throttle. Check that out. It works great. Just went down the rock wall by itself. Alright. That's full throttle. In speed rate 1. Let's put it in speed rate 2. So we've got neutral, which is in the center, and speed rate 2. Whoa! That's pretty darn quick. Wow, she's popping wheelies. I'm surprised. I didn't expect it to be that quick. This is the first time running it, guys. Wow. That's cool. All right. Let's try it out on some different surfaces. So I'm just still in speed rate 2. It's got some decent power in second rate. Do a bit of off-road bashing with it. Wow. Cool. All right, let's not get too excited. Let's put it back in speed rate 1 now. See how it does. Quite a bit of leaf litter here. And I'll attempt to go up this rock wall here as well. All right. Come on. Oh, she bounced around. We've got quite a bit of leaves and that stuck in the drive shafts. Being such a small little model, you're going to get that. But let's just plant it there and go up here. Come on, little fella. It is quite bouncy, guys. Even though they stayed on the box a couple of times, that it's got oil-filled shocks. They're definitely not oil-filled. Nice. Very cool little car. And you can turn those lights on or off using that big button on the back of the transmitter here. As you see, I just turned them back on. I didn't even realize I turned them off, but nice bright lights on the front as well. Not a problem. Alright, while we're here, let's try all the different steering modes. So I'm going to press the button, the mode button. That's rear wheel steer, so it's like a forklift. Okay. Alright, let's press it again. That's 4-wheel steer, so really tiny turning circle. Look at that. Turns on the dime. Okay, and we'll do the last one, which is the crab walk. See if we can get up this curb, crab walk style. Here we go. Okay, so you got all those 4 different modes if you wish to use them. Maybe on a crawler course, you know, if you find yourself a bit stuck, you can just switch all the different modes here. Once again, rear wheel steer like a forklift, and then we got 4-wheel steer front and rear. That's pretty good. Got in crab walk mode at the moment. Now we're in normal front wheel steer. Oh, we beached it on this little twig. This is a very capable little crawler. All right, let's try it out in the sand pit here. Now this sand looks like it's been wet. Probably this morning, it's pretty hard. So it's going over that, not a problem. I'm gonna put in high rate mode. Nice, that's some fun in here with the high rate. So much fun in the high speed mode. I don't know what it's actually meant to be clocked at on the speed, but it's going pretty good. Let's try some of the different modes. This rear wheel. Let's try the 4-wheel steering mode. Instantly flicks it around in the 4-wheel steer mode. Oh, let's try crab walk. Oh, that just was weird. Alright guys, just taking on the lawn now. Got the steering normal, front wheel steer. And even though it's bouncy, it handles reasonably well. It's a bit top heavy if you take sharp turns, of course. Being a little rock racer, rock bouncer. All right, let's just take it up here on this mulch full of wood chips. It's in the crawling mode. There we go. A very capable little crawler. UDIRC have done an excellent job of this little model. And forgot to mention earlier, guys, if you want to get this one, Maker Fire kindly sent it to me for review, so there'll be a link to Maker Fire in the description and pin comment. Go check it out for yourself. Awesome. Alright guys, well I'm going to wrap it up there. That is the new UDIRC 124 scale brushless censored rock crawler, and it's called the Snow Leopard. Pretty cool little crawler. I was actually impressed how capable it is for such a small size. Yeah, it doesn't have all-field shocks like they claim. As you can see, it does bounce around a fair bit. But saying that, it's got really good grip on the tyres. I really like how you got the 4 different modes of steering. You got the lights as well on the front and the rear, and overall it's a really decent little model. So yeah guys, like I mentioned a few moments ago, if you're interested in this little 124 scale crawler called the Snow Leopard, go check it out at makerfire.com. I'll leave a link in the description as well as in the pinned comment, and you can check it out for yourself. You can have a look at the specs that I covered as well as the pricing. Alright, and if there's any coupon codes, like always, I'll leave them in the description and pin comment as well. So thanks once again guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.